Getting ready to go in and do the Shoshone Lake Loop here in Yellowstone National Park. And so just getting parked, trailheads across the road over there past the young ladies. And I think we're about 3 miles to the lake, and then we're going to do about 10 miles today. Should be a lot easier than what we'd done in the winds last week. We'll see. So, DeLacy Creek Trailhead. So we're coming in here. Gonna go down. And our first night's camp is at 8M1. The next day we'll go, and this is a big, what do they call it, geyser basin. I didn't hear that the way you get to is walking in. And then I think our next camp is 8R2.
Or 3.
8R3 right in here. And then the next day we'll hike in along DeLacy. Well, we're about halfway in or a little more to the lake, and it was time to stop and get the down vests off. Nice little meadow up at the upper end up here. I think it was a sandhill crane we heard cackling away. First sight of the lake down there. It's like we're going to be kind of in meadows all the way down to it. Shoshone Lake, Yellowstone's second largest lake.
Here comes Dawn, walking up the trail.
Good morning. So we just came that way about 7.2 miles actually all the way out. And then this is the Dog's Head Trail, Pack Trail, Lewis River Channel Trail, which is the way we're going, and then we're going to cross over the Lewis River and up the other side. Well, this is where the Lewis River takes off. We've been told if we go downstream a little bit, we'll find it a lot shallower than right here at the mouth. Across the way I can see the sign where the trail goes back. But I think we'll continue down the river a little bit. Putting the water shoes on. Got mine on. There you go, pretty. Boots tied to the pack. We're gonna traipse across here and then do it in reverse. Take the water shoes off, put the boots back on. So. Water's so clear you can just see it's only about shin deep, not too bad. Climbing up out of the lake. Map showed switchbacks. I think this is what they call a switchback right here. It's uphill. Well, the trail's starting to level off here. We're quite a ways above lake level now. Susan's sagging behind there a little bit, but she'll make it up the trail. Yeah, we're starting our descent down into Moose Creek. Can't really see much. We can see you can see the meadow down to there, and there's an elk in the meadow. Elk or a moose, I can see him. You won't be able to see it on this, but
I see him.
it's easy.
Right there.
Oh, we made it to 8M1. There's the trail coming in. This is where we're gonna hang our packs and stuff tonight, and we chose to camp down here. We'll find water after we get all set up and get everything in there. There's several places. Another place here you could camp, and another one up in there, but actually they only allow one group here per night, and we're the group, so kind of nice being in the middle of Yellowstone with thousands of visitors, and we're miles away. It's morning, breaking camp down here at Moose Creek. The packs are off the pole and loaded. Sue's down getting the rain fly folded up and the tent poles, and I'll go down and roll the tent. And breakfast is in the bag down there, getting ready, getting warm, getting ready to go. Got to climb this morning, and then I think it's decent hiking as we go on over to the geyser basin at the end of Shoshone Lake. Look at that, those white ankles down there, boots around the neck. First thing out of camp this morning, we got to cross Moose Creek, and so cold feet this morning. A good way to warm our feet after wading the stream this morning. First thing up this morning was a climb up out of the Moose Creek, go across the top here, and then drop over into a couple other little streams, and then to the geyser basin. Well, between us coming down and the creek coming up, we're meeting each other again. We've walked quite a ways, about 2 miles up Moose Creek, kind of over the hill and then back down to the creek, and then shortly up here we're going to go over top another hump and eventually drop down to a couple other little creeks. Yeah, a lot of the walk today after we got up out of Moose Creek has been just like this right here in front of me. I call them 3 miles because it's easy. There's not much grade going up or down, fairly level, mature trees. Just been beautiful. Climbing back up out of Moose Creek. Not been too bad. Got a little ways to go, and I think we're going to top out. I went straight down. The whole trail's going straight down, so back down to the lake. There we got down the real steep hill, and now we're just going across a bunch of rolls, and eventually we'll drop back down to the lake and the geyser basin area. It's one of like 3 little streams we've crossed so far. I don't think we crossed any more. Well, we're finally actually seeing water, other than just little bits through the trees. Pay attention to where I'm walking and not pay attention to my filming, I guess. Yeah, I guess I can cut that out. I think we're camping tonight right straight across over there. And then this is the geyser basin. I think it's around that whole area over there. We're going to walk right through them, so it should be fun. So walking around the meadow area, it said on the map lots of little footbridges. There's lots of little streams that come in here. We're at the head of the lake, getting near the geyser basin area itself. Our trail kind of turned from mushy to marshy. So we've stopped and put on our water shoes. We're both wearing leather boots, so it takes a day and a half to dry them. So, oh, we found one of the footbridges. Oh, look at the lilies blooming. Other hikers and some backpackers, and this is the Shoshone geyser basin. I see a bubbling pot right there, and somebody was killed, I think, here in 88 or 89. They decided to look in one of them to see, and it happened to choose that point to blow, so. Where? Oh yeah, over there. Far off, one bubbling up. So the upper part of the geyser basin, still haven't seen anything blow other than the one earlier, just a little bit. So. But I don't know that they blow all that much. So. Bubbling and boiling away. That's a deep one there. Other hikers we ran into saying somebody had died over by Old Faithful this year and actually broke through the crust, fell into one of these big holes, and they never actually found him. said they found a belt buckle. Stay on the trail. So we'd come from the Geyser Basin out this way, and this is a Shoshone Lake access. We went around there and had lunch, and then our North Shoshone Trail is right over here, 0.1 mile, so we're headed out this way. So it's the next trail junction. Susan's coming up. So Lone Star Geyser is that way, 6.3 miles, which would take you to just below Old Faithful, this side of it. And we're going to the Lacey Creek Trail. It's 8.4, and then it's 3 miles from there out. So it's like from here, it's 11.4 to Cold Beer. Well, this side of the lake so far has been just kind of up and down and through the woods, just like the other side. So boring, won't waste a lot of footage on it. We're about ready now to drop down into where our camp is for the night. So, water finally. Nice, cool, clear water. So we thought we were done climbing. It looks like we got another hill. Should be dropping into our camp soon. So we're making our way down to 8R3, our designated camping area. See the lake down there through the trees. Well, we're down to the lake shore. This is the camping area, I assume. I don't know where we hang our bags at. I'll have to go search around. Well, we've come up out of the lake where we camped at, and we've done a little up, a little down, and we're coming across. I think at some point, the way the map shows, we'll drop down to the lake shore and then walk along the lake shore up to DeLacy Junction. Getting ready to drop down, supposedly to the shoreline. Of course, the trail up the other side showed it on the shoreline, and it was far from on the shoreline, so we'll see. Well, so far the trail has stayed pretty close to the shoreline, if not on the shoreline, so it's just an easy hike. And the trail on the map shows it right along the shore. We've went away from the shore quite a ways, climbing up over a little ridge here, it looks like, and then hopefully drop back down in, because somewhere we have to meet DeLacy. So I doubt we're more than a mile, if that. Well, the trail's back down near the lake as we're coming around the end here, heading for the DeLacy trail junction. Still got half, 3/4 of a mile to go, I'd say. Well, at the end of this little beach, we hit DeLacy and we make a left and 3 miles to the trailhead. That's the end.